Hey, what's up, YouTube family? I'm Blaze,
And I'm Jay Simone.
and we back with another video. We're in the middle of celebrating our 1 year marriage anniversary. So, cheers to us. A little hand clap to that.
Yay! We are so glad y'all could join us. We are in Dayton, Ohio right now. We decided that this year we were going to just travel and do something different, unplanned for our 1 year. We ended up coming to Ohio and we're just exploring different cities. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we're just on a freestyle road trip. We don't really know exactly where we're going. We got an idea when we were planning our anniversary. We started off at New Orleans, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, all different places, and we just said let's just take a road trip. So we're switching it up this year.
We changed it so many times.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
We did. We was like, no, New Orleans, Texas, California.
we was all over the map. So we just said this year let's just do a road trip. Next year we'll have it a little more planned, but it's been
Yeah.
fun so far.
So we wanted to tell you guys a little bit about our wedding journey. It was madness. Like it was a lot of things to plan in a 6 month to a year span. We did have a year, but it was a lot of little details from the catering to the venue. So we did really good though. We found our venue like super fast. We organized it well, but it was a lot of little pieces, a lot of things to get together. And we only ended up having 50 people for our wedding, which was amazing and a great turnout. But even for 50 people, I couldn't even imagine if it was like 100 people. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, I think it was harder for you because you had to plan a lot of decorations and all the details. Um, I look at things pretty high level and categorize it, so it wasn't a big deal for me. But I could see somebody having to pick out all the details, how that could be stressful. But I try to keep things simple as possible.
Yeah, I think that when it comes to him, it was certain moments where he was like, "Oh, I don't know how that's gonna look," because I don't think he was visualizing things the same way that I was visualizing them. But then, like when we saw it and we like put pieces together, it came together. But it was a lot of glitches. One glitch was we ended up ordering these centerpieces, and our colors were champagne gold, nude or beige, and sky blue. That was the color theme. And we ordered these centerpieces, for example, that were not gold. They were like they were like rose.
Yeah,
And we were like, oh man, this isn't gonna work. Like they just didn't look right. So we had to switch the centerpieces, and it was a few other things like my sister-in-law, shout out to Erica, thank you for decorating our wedding, girl.
thank you, Erica.
She ended up I actually was gonna have her do our centerpieces and do our wedding bouquets, but it was just time, man. It was like every time I was thinking about one thing, another thing came up, and I was like, you know what, forget it, order the freaking flowers off Amazon, we're gonna put tape around it, we're gonna call it a day. Like it was just a lot of pieces. But when we got there, and I feel like when he actually saw it in person, he was just like, wow. And I was like blown away as well. It turned out so pretty.
Yeah, it really did.
I was like blown away. And my dresses, oh my gosh, guys, my dresses were the limit. It was my fault though. I'm not even gonna take no blame. Like I'm not even gonna act like I shouldn't take the blame for it. It was my fault. I should have ordered dresses like, you know how you get your venue like right away? Like you get your venue the first month you're engaged, right? I should have got my dress like the first month I got engaged. I should have did like the first 1 or 2 months, because I did this thing where I went to go get my dress fitted because I knew for my budget I was gonna order my dresses online. So I was like, okay, cool. And the website that I used, I made sure I tracked that website for like a year or 2 years to make sure the reviews were good and it was like popping so I can order. I had to do all that. It was really important. It was the details. So I ended up getting fitted with my mother-in-law. She came with me. My mom couldn't make it, I remember. So she came with me, and she ended up helping me. She didn't really help. She just kind of came with me so I can go through the journey of getting fitted for the type of dress that I needed, right? And then after I found out the style, which was like a mermaid style, then I ended up ordering dresses online probably in March. The tariff thing happened. So the tariff thing happened after I decided that I was going to order my dresses online from a foreign website. That happened, and it made the shipping for my dresses take even longer. So long story short, I ended up getting my dress like the month of the wedding. Actually, both dresses. But I got a really good deal. I got a really good deal. I got to give myself credit. I got a really good deal. People are spending thousands on dresses. Baby, I spent $800 for 2 dresses, and I'm going to insert some clips so y'all can see how cute I was. Yeah, I was very beautiful.
My experience was with the wedding was leading up to it was okay. I think it's a one thing that's a challenge is with a wedding you have multiple people with input, which is perfectly fine. I'm the type I just organize everything and keep it simple. But when you have with a wedding, there's lots of ideas, lots of input, which is totally normal and fine. But that can make it a little complicated because I'm the type to just get stuff done ahead of time. And it's not necessarily bad to take a little longer to do certain things, but I know if there's, for example, delays, tariffs, things out of our control, you can end up getting your dress, the month before. Thank God it worked out and she looked beautiful. And she did get a good deal money wise, on the dress. But even with my tuxedo, even though I got mine way ahead of time, it just wasn't working out. My tuxedo that I got for the wedding did not end up working out for some obvious reasons. I'm not 25 anymore, so having that tux that looked just right, like how I'm used to. So I had to go through that process. I ended up wasting money on
Oh my gosh,
the
I
first one
remember.
after getting it customized, but ultimately it worked out perfectly fine. I got my tux well in advance, and it looked really
It
nice.
looked so good.
We'll insert some wedding photos
Yeah.
in this
Yeah,
video.
yeah, yeah. He didn't want a light tuxedo. He wanted a dark tuxedo. And when I kept seeing him trying them on and how good he looked, I was like, no, babe, try the light. Like I think I was part. I was part of the influence on that because I think he loves me enough to try to do things that
Yeah, I
I
was
want
trying
him
to
to
do something
do.
different,
But yeah.
but ultimately I needed to do. So I did a mixture, lighter shirt,
Yeah.
uh, darker tuxedo. It all worked out ultimately.
It all
So
worked
a little
out.
bit of both of what we wanted, and it had that look. Also, a cool thing, and my wife will tell you more about it, is who catered our wedding, our favorite restaurant.
You guys, the restaurant was so bomb. We had went to this restaurant. Shout out to the Brentwood Grill,
Yeah, yeah.
Novi, Michigan. We went to this restaurant like maybe 3 times before we actually had them cater. We actually did really well when it comes down to who we chose for catering our wedding because what happened was they ended up catering it at a really good price for 50 people. And actually, I think that the price was within the realm of what it should be for 50 people. But the tea was they needed us to definitely use them for catering because they have been trying to rebrand and rebuild their customer base to like a younger crowd. Because every time we go in there and we've been in there for dates, it's been like an older crowd of people. So
Yeah.
they were like jumping on it, like, okay, yeah, like totally. Like, and you guys are younger. We want to get more young people in here. So it really worked out.
Yeah, and also even before we got to them, landed on them as a caterer, we called multiple places. We called, I forgot her name. She was on a season of Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, was it Phaedra? This girl was on, she
I
was
think it
on,
was Hell's Kitchen.
it
Yeah,
might have been
Hell's
Hell's
Kitchen.
Kitchen. I
Yeah, it
think her
was.
name was Phaedra.
Yeah, originally from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
We called her, and she was awesome. It was no problem at all. She was awesome when we talked to her. My wife mainly talked to her. Everything was reasonable. It's just what we would have to do to make it work for just a wedding of 50 people. Fly her out, hotel, which she's definitely worthy of. It's just for the wedding size we had, it just wasn't worth it money wise to do that. If we had 200 people,
Yeah.
definitely would have did
But
that.
she was so sweet.
Yeah,
So
for
shout
sure.
out to her. If we ever get a chance to like have her,
Oh,
because
for
we do
sure.
live in the Michigan area,
Yeah.
we're
Well,
gonna
we'll
try to.
insert her photo too in
Yes,
this.
she is really brilliant at what she does, and she did really well on the show. We were so excited to just like reach out and see what she was gonna deliver with.
Yeah.
And what happened was I started following her on social media after we watched the show because she was from Detroit and she was so close. So I was like, man, let me just keep her in mind for the wedding. Like
Yeah.
why not? Because she's right there. But private chefs can be a lot more expensive and they might, like he said, much more worth it for like a bigger party of people than like a smaller party of people.
Another problem that we ran into was our number of guests was 50. Most venues were 100 to 120 minimum.
That was
And
so
so that was a lot to overcome. Which I understand that because most weddings, 9 times out of 10, has at least easily 100 people. So that's
Yeah.
completely fine. So if you do have a smaller wedding, just know you gotta come up with take a different approach. Because a lot of the venues, if you don't have at least 100 or 100 plus, it's gonna be really hard. And money wise, it might not be worth it. But luckily, we found a way to make it work.
Yeah, they were telling us consistently over and over, like, oh, well, we only allow cater, or like when you're calling the venues to see like what they have um, within their package deals for weddings and stuff, they were like, oh, but this package is for 80 to 100 people, or this package is for 70 to 100 people. And we're like, no, we don't want to pay for 20 extra people. We just want to pay for 50 people.
Yeah.
Like,
So our ultimate goal was we just keep it simple. Really good food, nice clean venue that gives the aesthetic that we like, which is kind of luxury look, but we don't want to take it too over the top, but still had that look. Where we got married at, the actual chapel we got married at, looks completely like our style, like what we
yeah.
like. It was so perfect for 50 people.
And then another thing was, we were wanting something that wasn't like a barn wedding. Like, we're more like luxury, modern, like giving king and queen vibes. That's what we
Yeah,
really,
for real.
really wanted. Like, babe, that's what we wanted. So it was like, no, like, and no shade to people who have barn weddings. We've seen beautiful barn weddings. That's really popular right now. It's expensive as well. But it was just like, it's not our style. Like, you can dress it up how you want to dress it up, but I don't want to be married in a barn. Like,
Yeah, you just do whatever's fit for y'all
yeah.
style and whatever is reasonable.
Yeah. We didn't do a DJ either. We actually ended up just making a playlist that lasted like 4 hours or something like
Yeah,
that,
it was
right?
perfect.
It was perfect.
Mind you, we had 50 people, so the venue was not that big. We had the JBL Party Box speaker. I don't know which series, one of the latest
One of
ones.
the nice ones.
We got YouTube Premium and created a playlist and flowed it, slower songs starting off, and then kind of gradually got more into dance music. It really worked perfect. The phone just played the music, and it sounded really good because that JBL speaker really is
Yeah.
almost a professional sound. It really is. It sounded
Yeah.
great. Yeah, so that went really perfect. So we saved on a DJ for that, or what, $14 YouTube Premium,
Yes.
building the playlist, and what was it? Oh, the photographer. The wife will tell
Oh,
you more about that.
yeah. And then we were super blessed because my sister-in-law, his sister, shout out to Simone, we love you, girl.
Yeah.
She was currently having our nephew right now. Oh my gosh, she's pregnant. But anyway, she stepped up a lot for our wedding, as in like being my emergency bridesmaid, my maid of honor, and everything. So she also was able to find a photographer for us, and it was the same photographer. It ended up being one of her friends, but it was the same photographer that did photographs for my father-in-law's retirement party. Yeah, and it turned out really, really good. So we ended up getting way more pictures than we thought we were gonna get.
Yeah, we just wanted
It was
like
just-
super simple, 50
Yeah.
super high quality clean
Yes.
photos. He ended up sending us like 400
Yes, like all the ones he
pictures,
did.
like all of them, and it
Yeah.
was just awesome and extremely reasonable price. It was just really awesome and thankful for that. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
It ended up working out perfect.
It did.
He was awesome, and we got some really beautiful photos. Some things that I would have done differently for our wedding is, one, I would have had to go plates. We had so much food left, and I felt bad because I come from that way. I don't like wasting food. I was raised up like, don't waste food. Like, didn't play that. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish we would have had to go plate so everybody could have just took as much food.
We did have to go plates.
We did?
We had plates where you could foil it up and take it. Because we had a ton of plates left.
Yeah.
We had
but
foil on a ton of plates
we
left.
didn't have to go box things or whatever.
Yeah, but you still could have took photo if you want. Remember we was trying to give it away. Hey, you can add a... You don't remember that?
No.
Because we couldn't give away no cupcakes and stuff.
I don't remember none of that,
Yeah.
y'all.
There was tons of... yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we did do that. There was plenty of
We didn't have
leftovers.
like specific like a restaurant, but the
Yeah.
plates left over because we had disposable plates and foil.
Oh, okay. Well, to-go containers would have been cool.
They still, if you
Same
wanted
thing.
it, you could have
coulda
taken it.
took
So
I think that when you're in wedding mode, like when you're in that mode for people who haven't been married yet, like it's so much going on, especially for the bride. So
That's
it's just
true.
like, I don't even know what was going on. Like he told me stuff that happened. I was like, oh, that happened. I ain't know nothing about it. Shoot, I was vibing. But I think that, and I would have taken more before TikToks. I would have did more documentation on my TikTok of like
Getting
how I
ready.
was before and
Oh.
how I was after, because I've seen some really beautiful, and it's so funny because I save videos thinking I was gonna do it, but again, when that day comes, it's so much going on. I would have loved to do a video of me talking about how I'm about to walk down the aisle, like setting the camera up, talking about it, like I've seen a lot of beautiful brides do, just to have that memory of being like, oh my gosh, like the feelings of right when I'm about to walk down that aisle. So that's one thing I would have did. Nothing else different. I would have gave our 4-year-old more food in the beginning of the day, because she was very upset because she was hangry. So half the picture she was crying, half the picture she wasn't. But hey, we did everything we could do.
There's honestly not too much I would change. Maybe some minor things. The day really did turn out beautiful. There was a couple minor things like when we left from the chapel to the reception hall or whatever. It was a specific time that it started. Well, caterers and everybody was coming in and out the door, so some guests arrived early and came in early, which wasn't the end of the world. But obviously, you don't want people to come in until it's fully set up. So I wish we would have kind of locked the door and
Yeah,
had one
locked it
person
down.
open and close. But that's not the end of the world. It's not going to be perfect. Another thing is, as great as that speaker was and as much money as it saved us, when we did a walkthrough of that reception hall, they had that
I
JBL speaker
remember.
with the microphone, and I had already had that same microphone at home. And we thought that that microphone would be there, so we didn't have a mic that day. So when my sister announced us, we didn't have that. But I should have brought that just in case, because I honestly, I always get a little gut feeling about certain stuff. I just like
He
to be
does.
super for sure, and
Yeah.
hate when I trust something and then it's just
It
not
doesn't
there.
work. Yeah.
But it's fine. Like I said, a microphone not being there is not. Long as we got married, long as we happy, long as the people that love us was there, that's the ultimate goal.
For bride, for me, the details. Like hello, the nails, the make, it's the details, okay? So I was just like, how y'all don't have a mic? And I just checked the mic, and obviously didn't ruin my day. We still enjoyed it. But it was like, yo, how do y'all not
Yeah.
have a microphone? And we had people to talk to and announcements,
I
and
just should have brought it because it's a small thing, and I already felt
he had already ordered
I
it.
felt leery about it anyway, and I
Yeah.
should have just it's one little thing I
It
should have
was a
brought it,
little, but
but it's fine.
it worked out. But he did already order one. He ordered one just in case. He spent a good, nice piece of change to get us a really nice speaker with a microphone.
It wasn't that bad, but
So,
it was
anyway, it was minor, but it was like,
yeah,
where's the microphone? Like,
yeah,
whatever.
because there was like an echo in there, and it was kind of
Yeah, and
I
you
don't know.
want that officialness. Like we're coming out, and his sister slayed and handled, mind you. Her having that microphone though would have been like 20 times the slay. That's all.
Yeah, so overall, honestly, the whole wedding day was beautiful. Really enjoyed it.
We did.
And but I'll never forget the feeling of going back to the hotel before we went on our honeymoon, sitting on that bed, just being so thankful
Oh
to
my
just be
gosh.
done with it. For me, it's because I'm not a super social person. I don't like being front and center, even though it's about my wife. They pay attention to the bride more, but I don't like being dancing and being in front of everybody. I don't like that. So it was such a challenging day for me, but I made it through. But just that feeling of just being done, like love that I married this beautiful lady.
Right, yeah.
But I do not want to go through that wedding process
Yeah, I
again.
can see
It's too
why
much.
someone who is very quiet is like never again. Like
That's-
courthouse, if I ever, God forbid, have to do this again, we're gonna make it short and sweet. I can understand that.
Yeah.
So like, I remember that feeling too. I remember just going back to the hotel after the wedding was done. We even left earlier than our contract intended. Like our contract was probably like, what was it, like 5 to 11 or something like that, or 6 to 11 or something, and I think we left at like 9,
Yeah.
10. Like
Yeah.
we were tired, we were just ready
I
to go
was,
relax.
I felt completely satisfied
Me
with it.
too. I was done and I was ready to just go be with my man. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to go be with my man. I wasn't thinking about anything else. And then I took a cute little video. I'm gonna insert, right, because everything was just so slay. Everything was just so tea. Makeup tea, hair tea. The dress, second dress, by the way, I did 2 dresses, y'all. Dress was tea. So I was like, let me get one more video before I get out of all of this glamorousness and be with my husband. It was great. It really was.
It was. So here's to 1 year, June 28th, initially 2025, but here we are in 2026,
Yeah.
going strong, and hopefully God bless us with many, many more.
Yes. I love you.
Love you too.
Don't be afraid to follow love. I moved all the way out of my hometown for this man. Okay? Don't be afraid to follow love. If you love him, if you love her, give it a shot. Because you can end up married with a ring. Okay.
Hopefully happy too.
And happy too, period. Thank you guys for watching our video today. I hope you guys have a great day.
Until
Bye-bye.
next time. Bye bye.
See y'all.